Hey, it's Dave's Allotment, gardening Ting. Let's see what he gets up to today. Still cracking on, get the kettle on, and all that kind of ting. See yous in a bit.
Hello folks, and welcome back to Dave's Allotment Garden and Ting. It's a nice sunny day today, but it's not very warm, so I'm going to get the kettle on and crack on. I'll see yous in a bit. Cheers folks, first cuppa of the day, and it's going to burn me lips off. I keep forgetting I don't have to shout anymore for you to hear us. Sorry about that. Hi, welcome back to Dave's Allotment Garden and Ting folks. It's freezing today actually, 8 degrees it is. Total change from last week when there was a green fly infestation. There was millions of them the other day. I couldn't believe it. Thousands of them. It's been really warm last week, but today is quite cold. So it's a perfect time to crack on. I'll sharp warm up when I start putting things out and all that kind of thing. Got plenty to do today. The onions are going out. I'm going to start getting the brassicas out. I'm not sure if I'll get them all out today, but there's Bank Holiday Monday as well, so I can get cracking on then as well if I need to. But anyway, I'm just going to sit here, finish my cuppa, ponder my thoughts, and crack on. So I'll see you in a bit. Well folks, as you can see there, the sun is blazing, but it's windy, and the wind's got a little bit of a chill to it. So like I say, I'll be cracking on. I've got plenty to do. But before I do, that bird, the blue tit there, it's in and out all the time. It must have chicks now, so I'm going to try and leave it in peace. But anyway, I'm going to get these onions out today. As you can see, I've got the shallots down there as well, because they're going out today as well. And I was up here on Friday afternoon. I started doing a little bit of moving around and tidying up and that. I think I might put some logs down here, just a section off or something, I don't know. I was just messing about folks. Looks quite good though, doesn't it? A little bit of a break. Could make some raised beds out of them, I suppose. They'll not be very straight raised beds, but I'm talking to myself here folks, just ignore us. What I'm going to do is get these onions out today. Probably just put them here. And I might even put some in direct. I don't know yet. So I was here on Friday. I've dug this bit over. It's all ready to go. Just need to add some fertilizer and what have you, and we're ready. As you can see, I pulled the leeks out. They're all the ones that have gone to seed. There was only one that hadn't gone to seed. This mic's going to get a good test today as well, because it is windy. You wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying if I wasn't using the mic. But anyway, let's have a look at the bluebells. Very nice. They're all in full bloom now. The daffodils have come to an end. That's a nice little scene there. On a spring day, which is cold. Thank you for the people that reminded us that these were called red campion. Like I say, hopefully we'll get some hummingbird moths or something on there. I don't think I've ever seen one of them. I'll probably go, oh, what's that? And poop me pants. Anyway, I was going to bring my chainsaw over. I forgot. No, I'll have to do it tomorrow. So I'm going to get these onions out today anyway, and I'll get the brassicas out as well, hopefully, because they need to go out now. Let's go in the greenhouse and see what's happening in there. So I've been in there today, so I don't know what's been happening myself. Be nice and warm in here, I mean. Oh, lovely. Oh, hey, it is warm. So these brassicas here and the broad beans need to go out. There's all these brassicas under here need to go out. The beetroot needs to go out. I might even pot on them sweet corn. I don't know. There's just so many jobs to do. Is there any sign of these herbs yet? No. What's happening with them, folks? These tomatoes, I might put them up into bigger pots. And these cucumbers will probably need it as well. As you can see there, they're starting to get the first leaf on. That's the telegraph ones. I'll have to, the ones with 2 in, like that one there, the lilac, I'll have to pot on into separate pots, let them grow a bit. There's the strawberry planter, doing all right. I'll have to get these potatoes out one day as well. What's happening with these lettuce? Woohoo, look at that. They're coming on, canny. So there's a lot of things to do today, so I better start cracking on, otherwise it'll never get done. Rome wasn't built in a day and all that, but these onions, the giants, they need to go out. I'll find a space for these cosmos as well. And I've just noticed there, these broad beans are just starting to pop up there. Very good. So I'm going to crack on in the sun. See you in a bit. Right, folks, like I say, these onions are going to go out today. Here. I don't know whether to leave this log here or not. I might just leave it. So I'm going to prepare this bit of land here. Get these moved over so I'm not standing on the ground. It would be a nice day today, folks, if it wasn't for the wind. It was windy yesterday as well. I had a walk along to St Mary's Lighthouse again with Michelle. It was a nice day, apart from the wind. Went to see the seals. It was nice. Went for a game of pitch and putt as well at the Whitley Bay. It's quite good. Never had a shot of that before. Not very good at golf like, but it was good fun. I just put them there for now and make some space. Well, prepare the line. Like I say, I was here on Friday and I dug it all over, so it's just ready to go. Get some fertilizer on it and get the onions in. Then when I've got them in here, I'll start the brassica cage from here, because I don't think, I'll see how many onions will go here. I get the red ones, just put them in the space first, see how many we've got. Before I do that, I'll just get the rake out, level it off. Might be able to hear the birds chirping away there, folks. Although they were chirping away in that tree over there before, so I've set the mic up over there, where I should have set it up over there, because they're all chirping away in the tree. It's nice to see the blue tits have found a home. Seem to be liking it here. Whoop. So that's that done. Now I'll start spacing them out. These are the red onions. See how much space I've got to play with. Now when you're putting onions out, folks, it all depends on how big you want the onion to grow. Because don't forget, you need to space them correctly. Like, give them a good enough space to actually grow to the size that you want. I'm just marking out these loosely at the minute, folks. I'm seeing what I've got here. Seeing what I've got and where I've got to go. One, two. I don't know if that's a red onion. And they're the normal onions. So I've got 3 there, 4, right, so they'll go somewhere like that. Then I'll do the same again with the normal onions. I'll crack on, I'll just go and get some fertilizer, what have you, and me trowel and get these in. So while I do that, have a little listen to a bit of music while I crack on. I'll go and get me trowel and that. I'll see you in a bit. I'll stop recording from here. See you in a bit, folks. Right, well, I'm just beginning to get me trowel there. Hopefully this is still recording. I was going to put some music on, but I've put the mic over there. Hopefully we'll hear some birds singing while I'm cracking on here. If not, I'll just put some music on. So I'm just going to move these over to one side and then put a line of fertilizer down and get them in the ground. Yeah, there's quite a few birds around here. Seeing goldfinches and all sorts. So hopefully might hear a little bit of the bird song today. Who knows? Right, I get the fertilizer. So this is just fish blood and bone. Sprinkle a line along where you're going to plant the onions. When that wind dies down, folks, it's quite warm. Might have to take my top off soon. Hey, Dean, if you're watching, I need some more fish blood and bone. You are right. So this is the bone meal. Little line along where you're going to plant. That's it. I'll just get my trowel and give it a bit of a mixing in. Mix it up. Oh, by the way, there's quite a few people asking us what this tree here is. It's a bay which really needs to be pruned down. I'm going to take a couple of the big branches off and try and make it into a nice shape. So I never intended it to get that big. I don't really use bay in cooking. So So if anybody wants any bay leaves, just leave us a comment, we'll sort something out. That's that. We'll get planting. It's quite a good little knee rest, this. Might keep it here. Like I say earlier, it all depends on what size onion you want, to the spacing. Now, I've always been told where you put your onion, and then say plant this first one here. Let's get a hole there. Tease out the roots. Got some good roots on there, roots and Ting. And then just backfill. Don't want to disturb things too much. Right, so as I was saying, if you can see is, depending on the size of the onion you want, you've got to remember as well to make some space for the hole. You need a, so just think of, this is what I do. I picture the onion when it's fully grown, and then plant there, so that gives you enough space to put the hoe through the bed without disturbing the onions. And then you usually get like a tennis ball sized onion if you do it like that. It's just giving the onion its maximum potential. Kind of just squash them into hardly any space. It'll just stunt the growth, just like smoking does. Stunts your growth. That's another one in there. So I'll just crack on with this, folks. I'm not going to bore you by putting the whole lot on. Right, so I'll just crack on and I'll show you when it's done. I'll see you in a bit. Ta-ra! Right, folks, that's the onions out and the shallots. I'll give them a good watering later on if it doesn't rain, which it might, so I'll hold on for a bit. So that's them in, like I say. Next job is to sort this area out, get it there, give it a once over, make some space for the brassicas. I'm gonna start putting these giant onions out off Dean. I've got a perfect space along there. The only thing is, this is in the way. Now, I thought it might have been a garlic, but it doesn't look like it's getting any scapes on there, and it's starting to get a little bit of rust on the leaves. So I'm just gonna pull it now. Pull it now! It's gotta go. I need the space. So we'll find out what it is, see if I can do this with one hand. Like I say, I thought it was a garlic, but it could be a leek. It was from this bed over here, because I grew some some garlic in here a few years ago, and I just thought it might have been one of them, because I emptied a load of soil out of it and put this soil out of the fire pit in there. Oh, dusty. So folks, let's see what this is. Who thinks it's a leek? Who thinks it's a garlic? Let's find out now. Oh, it's stuck. It's well in there, like. It's a leek. A little leek. I could go for a little leek later on as well, because I think I need one. Right, so that's that problem solved. I'll get them onions in there. Like I say, it's a nice little space next to the giant cabbages, and the potatoes, which as you can see are now coming up thick and fast. They do say that it's going to get colder at nights again, chances of frost, but I don't think there'll be any hard frosts now, like, so it should be alright. Anyway, I'm going to get the kettle on because I'm choking, and then I'm going to ponder my thoughts again and just start cracking on. See, the sun's going away now, folks. See you in a bit. Well, here comes the rain, which saves us from watering in the onions, and everything's going to get a good soaking. Just been chucking down there. I've been messing about here. Got the cage sort of up, and if it stops raining I'll finish it off. And I've just remembered my gimbal's outside, so I'm going to take this in, have a cuppa. Don't want to get this, don't want that to get wet. I think I'll have a drink of pop instead of a cuppa. So I don't know how far I'll get the day, folks. Just need to fingers crossed it does stop raining so I can get the rest of my jobs done. Otherwise I'll be going in the greenhouse. I need to pot them cucumbers on anyway, so I probably will go into the greenhouse. So see you in a bit and all that kind of thing. Right folks, it's 7 o'clock now. I've been busy, so I'll just quickly spin you around and show you what I've been doing. As you can see there, I've finished the cage for the brassicas. I've just put them out here for now. I'll be coming back tomorrow and I'll be planting them. There they are there. Should be alright. Like I say, it's just temporary netting over there for now until they get put in the ground tomorrow. I'm going to give everything a good watering because it did rain but not much. So these onions and that need watering, the potatoes and all that, and these cabbages and the onions as well. Everything needs a good watering. I'll do that in a minute. I'm just I've been busy in the greenhouse as well, but I'll just show you what's happening in the shed. Got a visitor. Who's in the shed? Hello, Michelle.
Hello.
You got your microphone on there? Speak.
Hello. Sorry.
No, you don't have to shout. Speak.
Hello.
Speak.
Hello.
See, that works. These microphones are great. Yeah, just having a bit of a warm up in the shed there because it's nippy. It's nice and warm in here though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Lovely. So I think what we're going to do is, feeling a bit peckish, going to cook some bacon and egg sandwiches. Cook some bacon and egg sandwiches. Fancy that? Fancy a bit of bacon and egg?
I don't know what to say there, yeah.
All day fry up.
Oh, yes.
Spot on.
Yes, please.
Cannot beat it. Right, I'll just show you what's been happening in the greenhouse. Say something, Michelle.
Hello, my name is Michelle.
I don't know if you can hear. I don't know if it'll pick it up, but we'll find out on the recording. Anyway, I've moved these sweet corn over to this bench. I've potted on I've potted on all of the cucumbers there. So we've got 1, 2, 3 lie, and the rest are all telegraph. So should I get a good crop of them? That's the potted on a couple more tomatoes. So that's the sweet million. They are taking ages to come up, like. I don't know what'll happen. But we've got plenty of cucumbers to play with there. These sun cherry ones are coming up slowly but surely. The leeks are doing alright. There's no sign of them herbs yet, like. The only thing on this bench here now is the beetroot, and that'll be going out tomorrow. Like I say, I'll be back. Gotta get the cabbages out and the broad beans and the brassicas, everything. Have they grown any more since the last time? Can't tell. But that's about it for the day, folks. Look at the love lies bleeding. That's going to need potting on when it gets a bit bigger. So let's have a look at these grapes while I'm here as well. Still doing all right. Nice big bunches there. It's getting a bit chilly now, so I think we'll put the fire on, and I'm going to nip up to the shop and get some bacon and some eggs, do some cooking. What do you think? Does that sound good?
Absolutely.
Hi. Right, so I'll just quickly spin you around. So that's it for today, folks. I'll be back tomorrow. Obviously, this will be all one continuation. I'm filming over 2 days on one video and all that kind of thing. So anyway, it's time to go and get some food. I'll see you in a bit. Take care and all that kind of thing. See you tomorrow. Read. Bye. Hello folks, I'm back. It's Bank Holiday Monday today. It's still cold, but the sun is shining, so it's time to crack on. Gonna get them cabbages and that out today, so I'll quickly spin you around and show you what's happening. Well, I don't know if you can pick this up on the camera, folks, but there's loads of green fly around the day as well. Not as many as there was the other day, but there's still quite a few. So anyway, time to crack on. Get these cabbages out and that. Like I say, I just put them under this net last night so they can harden off a bit. It is still cold at nights, folks, but the cabbages should be all right. There they are there. So I'll sort them out. First of all, though, I'll give this bit a good digging over and a tilling to get the soil nice and fine, and then I'll start planting out. So I better crack on. See you in a bit. Well, I tell you what, you sharp warm up when you're doing a bit digging. Sun's still shining there, and I've just lightly forked over this little bit of ground here for the brassicas. Next, I'll get the tiller. Where is it? Where's the tiller? Next, I'll get this and give it a good tilling. Get the soil nice fine tilth, and then I'll move on to the next part, which is the most important part when it comes to planting brassicas. So I'll show you that when I've done this. Right, so as you can see, I've tilled the ground now. The most important job to do with the brassica bed is to do the gardener's jig. So I'll get cracking with that. If nobody has heard of this before, it's because cabbages, brassicas, everything in the brassica family likes firm soil in the roots. Otherwise, things like Brussels sprouts and that, they'll not harden up, they'll just be a rose, which means that they haven't formed properly. Keeps you fit anyway, this gardening lark, even though it does make you look foolish. But it's got to be done. Don't forget to do this, folks. Hey, gives you a bit of a workout. Getting jelly legs here, folks. Oh, nearly done. Right, so that's that. The gardener's jig. Now I'll just get the cabbages out and that, and as usual, put a little bit of fertiliser down in the hole, plant the cabbage or whatever. Get on with it. So I'm going to crack on. See you in a bit. I think I'll have a cuppa first though, because I'm choking. Hi, come with me. Nice cuppa, lovely. Oh, hot. Aye, it's still cold, folks. Never cast a clout till May's out and all that. I mean, me and Michelle were here till about 9:30 last night. We had some bacon sarnies on the grill. It was nice, bacon and egg. I've got some eggs left actually, so I might, if I'm feeling peckish later on, I might have myself an egg sarnie, an egg banjo. And if you're wondering why they're called egg banjos, because when you eat them and it's got a ruddy yolk, you go, oh no, like that, egg banjo. Anyway, before I do put the brassicas out, because that's the job I was intending to do today, as I was coming back from the shop yesterday with the bacon and eggs, I bumped into my mate who just lives over the road. He says, oh Dave, you smoke, don't you? I says, aye, why like? He says, I've got something for you. And years ago, his father-in-law, Austin, used to have a newsagent shops, which sold like obviously newspapers, and as most shops did back then, sold tobacco. Now he says, do you want this? And I was like, what the hell? And I'll show you this, folks. It's unbelievable. He gave us a box full of cigarettes. And some of them are like, what? Must be years old. I mean, look at this. Half of them aren't even opened, like. Full packs of cigarettes. I'll just go through some with you if you're interested. It's like a blast from the past. Players. Finest. Navy cut. You get 100 in here. There they are there. Look at them. Not even a filter on them. 100. Now, I was looking out of curiosity on eBay, and people are selling empty packets of cigarettes for quite a bit of money. So I'm going to go through these and, like I say, see if I can sell them. But that's an unopened packet of Lambert and Butler king size, unopened. There's all sorts of stuff here, folks. Look at this one. Get a nice little pack to go in, and that's unopened as well. Remember them? It's like a blast from the past. But there's all sorts in here. There's these slim panatellas. Little cigar things. All unopened, like. Unbelievable. There's these ones here. York. Players York. These are, well, I tried one of these because I was just curious to see what it were like. And they're all right, actually. These are weird. No, we're not weird, but look at them. Little tiny tabs. Now then, oops. I shouldn't say that. He didn't smoke them anyway. And there's also these Christmas crackers with, in fact, let's pull this cracker now. In fact, no, I might just keep it sealed because it might be worth some money. But what you get inside these, them crackers, is these. I love it when a plan comes together. Get to the chopper! Cigars, the lot. It's interesting. Like I say, well, I'm saying it's interesting. It just takes us right back. Look at them ones. All unopened. There's even an old box of matches and all that. Boxes of matches. I remember them ones. England's Glory. They had a little thing on the back there. What does it say? No, I cannot read it. I haven't got me reading glasses on. Loads of tab papers. What else? Embassy, Virginia. Gold. Absolutely loads, folks. So I could be sitting on a gold mine here. I'll just put them back in the box. What's these ones? Players number 6. Unopened. Shall I open it? What's these? You get like vouchers. These could be worth money, folks. I'd be interested to find out how much people are willing to pay for things like this. They're just like normal tabs. Normal cigarettes. Put that back in there. Aye. So it'll be interesting to go through these and see what they're worth and all that. Thank you, Mick, for giving us them. If I do make any money, obviously I'll give you some money for helping out. If I get any money off them, I'll give you some. Sorted. Right, I'm going to finish this cuppa, get these brassicas out. Ooh, get your brassicas out. Haha. See you in a bit. Well, the clouds are coming in again, but I've managed to get the brassicas out there. I've given them a good watering, so it's all good. After I'd put them in, I put a top dressing of bone meal and lime on the ground, so everything should be good. I've marked them out. That's the wheelers there. There's 5 of them, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 primo. There's some Brussels sprouts there. There's 3 Brunswick cabbage at the back. These are the Godzilla broccoli and the Rudolph broccoli. There's only 2 Rudolph, but the Godzilla ones look alright. And the rest down here are all kale. So we've got the Nero de Tosca, or whatever you call it, there at the top. We've got some Egyptian kale there, and some dwarf curled kale there. So that's the brassicas done. All I need to do now is put the net over, and then pray to the gods. Right, so I'll crack on with that. And I've got another job I want to do today as well, and that is get these broad beans out, because they need to go out. They're getting too big for them pots, so I'll probably have a little space up here somewhere. Let's have a look. Might put them down here. Should be all right there. We'll see how it goes. Right, so I'm going to crack on, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, well, that's the brassicas done. Now I'm going to get these broad beans out. I've just been preparing a bit of land there. I think I'll put them down here. Should be all right there. I've got 9 plants here to go out, so get them spaced out here. Should be all right. Nice little bit ground for them to grow up in. But I'll not need to put much fertiliser down here, because the ground's quite fertile anyway. This was all of the fire pit, soil spread around here. But like I say, I'm just gonna I'll put them here. I'm gonna have to do a little bit jiggery pokery here. But while I am here, I got a question on one of my videos about the artichoke. Now, I'm no expert, folks. To tell you the truth, I don't know how it keeps coming back. This artichoke plant has been here, well, before I started making YouTube videos, so that's like more than 15 years this plant is, and it just keeps coming back. Now I got it off one of my old allotment neighbours. He says, do you want this? It's called a Goliath artichoke, and he had one spare. He says, do you want to try this in the ground? And I thought, oh well, I might as well. And at the time, this was the only bit of ground that didn't have anything planted, so I just put it here, and I thought, well, over the winter I can stay there, and then I can move it somewhere else when the time comes. But honestly folks, it just grew and grew and grew and grew, and it just hasn't stopped since. So I cannot give you any advice apart from just plant it and it'll grow and it'll keep coming back. That's my little bit advice for that. Like I say, I'm no expert. I don't know how it keeps coming back, but it does. And it's an amazing plant if you want to try them. They're called Goliath artichokes, like I say. So I hope that answers your question. I'm going to sit down here, folks. And I had another question on one of me, I think it was the last video I had, from someone from the Netherlands asking, what is a Geordie? Now, it's someone who comes from Newcastle, but I think the history of the word Geordie comes from the times when we were fighting the Scots. It was King George, and we were the last defence. We stopped the Scots coming into England, and King George says, you are my men. So we become known as George's men, King George's men, and short for Geordie. So that's where that comes from. King George's men, Geordies. So, lovely in the sun here. I'm going to crack on with this, and I'll show you what I've done. I'm going to give everything a good watering as well while I'm here. So I'll get on with that. I'll make a cuppa later on, and I'll tell you all about it then. So, like I say, I'll get these out here. Should be sound. Right, I'll crack on. There's loads of birds song. I've noticed there's a goldfinch. I can see it in the back there in the tree. I should set my camera up and get some good footage, shouldn't I? But I haven't got time for that, folks. I'm going to get these out. Anyway, I'm yammering. See you in a bit. Well, folks, that's me almost done. So I'll just quickly show you around before I have my cuppa, and then sign off in the shed as usual. So I'll just quickly spin you around. Aye, the sun's gone down now, but, well, it hasn't gone down, it's got covered by clouds. But we'll not talk about the weather because it upsets people. I've been busy here. I've given everything a good water. I've put some the sweet peas along there, and all that kind of thing. The cosmos is in there as well, so everything should look good. In a couple of months' time, we'll have loads of flowers. I noticed as well the dahlias are starting to come up as well, so that's good. What else have I been doing? As you saw before, I've got the broad beans out. They're down here. Should be all right there. I'll just walk around here. Aye, this artichoke, folks, I've got no advice for people apart from just plant it and leave it alone. Starting to get an artichoke on there now. Can he? Aye, everything's had a good watering. So make sure I don't stand on any of the potatoes that are coming up there. Nice. And the onions have had a good watering as well. Everything's had a good watering. Let's have a look in this giant bed. If you can see. Let's take this bit of wood off so I can get the net up. Everything's romping away in here, folks. Cabbages are getting bigger by the day, and the kohlrabi, and so is the beetroot. Everything Everything's romping away, folks. Good stuff. Let's put that back there so I don't forget. Don't want anything eating them. Aye, the potatoes have all had a good watering. The onions and the brassicas in here. Can you see through there? Everything's alright. Netted away nicely there. Keep the birds off and the butterflies. So, that's this side almost filled. I've got some space for some other crops on this side. Probably the sweet corn and what have you. Get some turnips out later on. Carrots, etc, etc. I've put the beetroot out in here. Talking about carrots, I've put the beetroot here in the carrot bed. So I've got the rest of that there for some turnips and some carrots. Because like I say, it's really good fine soil. Should get some good carrots out of there. So I'll do that the next time. Because like I say, I've had enough today. I've been here 2 days, folks. All of the flowers in here are still doing alright. I've noticed Annie's lily there started growing again. Very good. That's some spare brassicas there. I'll give them to my mate. He can have them. Let's go in the greenhouse and see what's been happening in here today. Have I got any more signs of growth? It looks like the coleus is starting to come up there. This lovely's bleeding. Needs thinning out. That's the sweet corn and the strawberry sweet corn. I know that they need to be separated and not to pollinate, but we'll get to that stage when we'll come to that when we come to cross the bridge, or whatever the saying is. The lobelia has started to grow there very slowly. And the leeks, I showed you these yesterday. They're doing alright. Should have plenty of cucumbers this year. And like I say, the grapes are doing alright. I wish I could see some sign of life happening here. I think I'll just leave that off now. Should be alright. Let's hope we'll get some sort of life soon, folks. I'll give them a watering before I go. There's nothing else to show you apart from the strawberries. Starting to get strawberries on now, which is good. They're growing rapidly now. This one's covered in flowers. There isn't any. Oh, there's a couple of flowers coming on there. One's at the side as well. So that's good. Right. What else can I show you? Nothing. So I'm just gonna go make a cuppa and I'll sign off in the shed. I'll leave you on a little sign, a little view of some clouds. See you in a bit. It's like deja vu, but instead of my first cuppa, it's the last cuppa of the day. Cheers! So, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing and all that kind of thing. It really does mean a lot. Let's hope I get to 10,000 soon. I'm not far away. Fingers crossed. Jock might even do his Highland fling. Who knows? Aye, anyway, that's the bank holiday special over with. Got everything out that needs to go out. So it's just up to Mother Nature now. Let's hope things improve. Because like I say, this year is just an experiment for me. Will things grow? And so far, folks, it looks promising. All good. So, I'll leave you on a little bit of a song. I've started, as you know, I write my own music and stuff. Wait there, I'll just move this microphone so it's not banging off the guitar. Sorry if you can hear rustling and stuff. There, just stick it there. Aye. As you know, I write my own music. Most of the music I use on my videos is my own music. I'm going to start writing some other stuff. Just little, like 1 to 2 minute, 1 or 2 minute little bits of songs just to put over when I'm pottering about and all that kind of thing. So stay tuned for them. I've been messing about with a new song. I haven't got any words for it or anything yet, but I'll leave you on a little exclusive. This'll be a song when I get some words and stuff. So stay tuned for that. In fact, I've wrote a song about summer. I've wrote a song about autumn. Winter and spring needs to be next. So this might be a song about spring. So anyway, like I say, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing and all that kind of thing. I'm sorry that it's another long video, but it was filmed over 2 days and what can I do? I could get the drone out and make it even longer, but I won't. It's a little bit windy. Anyway, this is a song idea by me. See what it sounds like through the guitar. I'm just checking that the mic wasn't getting crushed by the guitar there. So, once again, folks, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing and all that kind of thing. It really does mean a lot. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care until then. Here's me little ditty. Oops. And so on and so on. I'll just figure out some words for it and all that. Maybe, like I say, it'll be about spring. So, I'll put that down there. And I'll say one more time, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, liking and subscribing and all that kind of thing. It really does mean a lot. Cheers! See you on the next one, folks. Bye now.